Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching this small session on connected products in the Digital Excellence Awards and Conclave 2021. My name is Nuwan Dias. I work as a Vice President and Deputy CTO for the API Management and Integration space at WSO2. You can find my Twitter handle and my LinkedIn handle in case you want to get in touch with me. I'll be happy to chat. So today we are going to be talking about what a connected product is and some of the aspects in assessing organizations' maturity in terms of defining where they stand in the ability to produce good quality connected products. So before we get started, let me set the stage for what a connected product is. A connected product is basically a product of some sort, could be a software, hardware, device, whatever, that is connected to the internet to provide data about its usage, data about its environment, data about its users and performance metrics and so on, right? So this is in simple terms what a connected product is. And if you look at the evolution of IT, so this is to get an understanding of where we stand in IT in the world today and its relevance to this area of discussion of connected products, right? So if you look at the period from 1960 to 1980, those 2 decades, that was a period when the world started becoming paperless. So this was the period when paper-based processors, paper-based physical processors, and so on were starting to get converted into computer-based systems. And as a result of that, many organizations were able to become a lot more productive compared to doing things manually using paper-based processors. And if you look at the 1980 to 2000 era, this was the era of the internet, when the internet was born. And as a result of this, organizations could collaborate globally across countries and across regions and get businesses done much more efficiently and share knowledge and information very rapidly as well. And then if you look at the last 2 decades, the period from 2000 to 2020, this was a period where we saw software being embedded into basically everything, right? So software was embedded into cars, into refrigerators, into light bulbs, into everything you can imagine, right? So this was that period of time when software was basically being included in everything or packaged in some sort in everything. And if you look at the next 20 years to come, the next 2 decades to come, this is going to be the period where all of the software that exists everywhere is going to be forming a massive digital ecosystem. And the winners of the next 20 years are going to be the organization who are capable of participating in this massive digital ecosystem by collaborating, by consuming services from different producers, and also from being able to contribute from their business experience and capabilities into this digital ecosystem. So let's take a few examples. Now, about 10 years ago, you may have heard this news about where automobile manufacturers, different car manufacturers, had to recall their cars, basically spend millions of dollars to recall their cars because the software that they embedded into those cars were faulty and were causing some kind of trouble, right? So whenever there was such a serious issue, they had to spend millions of dollars and recall them and fix them and ship them back to their customers. So a massively expensive process, right? Now, if you look at the world today, right, you see the same thing happening, but manufacturers don't have to recall their cars anymore, right? So the reason why this is happening is because the software that's in the cars now are not just sitting by themselves. They have connectivity. So manufacturers are able to basically monitor these cars remotely and even push fixes, updates to them remotely, since they are now connected over the internet and so on. So this is basically the world we live in today, where software doesn't just exist by themselves, they are also connected, right? So the next the next 2 decades to come, right, in the future, basically what we are going to see is the collaboration of different such service providers who are basically offering their services over the internet, and this collaboration causing or rather resulting in very good customer experiences that can be provided by businesses. So for example, I picked these two news items from the internet to showcase how in one case where Tesla uses Baidu's maps to provide navigation for their cars. So Tesla, as you know, has this auto drive capability, right? So and they need to give a very good navigation experience to their customers, and instead of building all of that experience in-house, they are using the services provided by Baidu Maps. So it's a win-win for both Tesla and for Baidu, because Tesla gets to give a very good navigation experience to their customers by utilizing Baidu's services, and Baidu likewise gets to sell their services to Tesla, right? So another example again from Tesla is the integration with Spotify, where we see a customer requesting support for Spotify Premium. So again, we see Tesla utilizing Spotify's services to give a good experience to passengers who are traveling in the cars, right? So again, we see this example of collaboration between two service providers like Tesla and in this case Spotify, and giving passengers a very good experience who are traveling in Tesla's cars. So again, as we see a clear example of collaboration resulting in good customer experience. So what connected products enable is this participation of this massive global digital ecosystem, right? And as a result of that, businesses and organizations being able to give their customers a very good experience. So during this awards ceremony and conclave, we hope to assess certain organizations based on their maturity of being able to produce good quality connected products. And we are going to be assessing their maturity based on certain criteria which are listed in here. I'll briefly explain to you what these are. It might be helpful for you to participate in this awards and conclave, right? So the first one is about a digital product strategy. So this is basically assessing about an organization's ability to create a good digital product strategy for their organization. Basically set the direction of what they are going to be producing in the months or years to come in terms of digital capability, right? So this is about basically contributing to that digital ecosystem and how each organization is going to be contributing to that. So these digital product strategies at times require certain mandates to be set in the organization as well, so that these drive the organization towards those strategies. So a good example I can think of is when Amazon's CEO Jeff Bezos in 2002 he set a mandate in the organization to say all digital services being created by Amazon have to be exposed or available as an API so that they can be reused by others, right? And anyone who doesn't adhere to this mandate would be fired, right? So the reason he set this mandate is because he wanted to drive the organization in this direction of producing this digital ecosystem. And today we see Amazon riding a huge wave of success as a result of this, right? All of these services that they are creating now, they can expose them to different kinds of consumers. They can collaborate with each other, all because of this mandate and direction that they took. So we could assess such mandates and give points for them as well, because they result in creating a good digital product strategy. Product management is basically the ability of basically being differentiating and competitive in the market, right? So the responsibility of product management is to decide on the priorities of capabilities in such a way where it aligns the digital products based on the digital product strategy. So product management is about that, and also is about being able to differentiate and compete in the market as well. Technical ownership is basically on the aspects of being able to produce good quality, scalable pieces of products that are of course aligned with the product strategy and also aligned with the product management priorities and so on. Engineering management is about the delivery aspects of these capabilities. So you sometimes need internal skills to build these things, these digital products, and in certain cases you may also outsource some of these capabilities to third parties and get them done. So all of that is basically about the engineering management that is required to drive organizations towards their digital product strategies, right? Another interesting aspect here is about capturing usage data to improve connected products, to improve digital products, right? So we are also going to be assessing organizations' capabilities of capturing usage data, usage patterns, performance metrics, and so on for creating better digital products. So this is also a sensitive area because it needs to deal with secure storage of data, and it needs to adhere to certain regulations of different countries and so on. What that also drives is a good customer experience. So the data that you capture from digital products can be used to provide a very good customer service, right? So because using this data, you can proactively see what's happening and react to those in a timely manner, and as a result of that, give a great customer experience. Finally, an interesting capability that connected products or digital products enable are new business models and new revenue streams, right? So we hope to assess organizations on their abilities to generate new business models and revenue streams as well. To give a simple example of this, so think of a car manufacturer who is implementing systems inside the car to monitor driver behavior and drivers driving patterns and so on, like things like how many times does he brake in a minute, what's his average speed limit, and things like that, right? So this information can be useful to the car manufacturer to improve the quality of their cars, to improve fuel consumption, to improve braking systems, right? All of this data are very useful to the organization. So they need to be capturing this data to create better products in the future. But also this information could be useful to others, right? For example, this information that you capture based on the driver's driving patterns could be very useful to insurance corporations to basically decide on how safe a particular driver is, and based on that increase or either reduce the insurance premiums and so on. So this data that they capture have a monetary value in such a way that they can sell this information to insurance corporations. So as you can see, it opens up new revenue streams as well, right? This attempt to create a connected product does open up sometimes new revenue streams and business models for the organizations as well. So that's about the evaluation criteria, and I really hope to see all of you participating in this, and looking forward to working with you all. Thank you so much, and have a very nice day.